Namaste, Crystal Rose here. I am here to guide you through a short shoulder and tricep flow. This is great for surfers, it's great for rock climbers, swimmers, or anyone that kind of generally needs some shoulder opening as well as some tricep strengthening. We'll get started in a child's pose. We'll do a variation of child's pose, so you may need a block, or two blocks, or two books, relatively like this size, or maybe even smaller is fine. You don't actually fully need it. You're welcome to bring the elbows all the way down to the earth. It's just a little bit deeper if you do have blocks at home or a book or a big pillow. So we'll sink the hips back, the knees are spread, the toes are together. You'll bring your elbows forward, you'll walk them a little bit further out, and then you'll begin to sink your heart down, dropping your head. Your hands can come to your neck here. You can even give yourself a nice little trap massage, massaging your traps here. And then just begin to release into this pose, opening up the fronts of the shoulders here, the armpit area, feeling all of this lengthening occurring. The forehead will drop to the earth. And then just breathe here, allowing the breath to be long and smooth, connecting to the shape and to your body. If thoughts begin to pop up, just remember that you're simply the observer of your thoughts. You don't have to dwell on them. You don't have to have thoughts about your thoughts. Can you just begin to tune into the present moment, allowing the breath of the body to be your anchor? Two more very deep breaths here. Breathe in deeply and exhale completely. One last time, take a deep inhale and a cleansing exhale. Slowly begin to make your way out of this pose, bringing your head and your chest up. You'll release the blocks out of the way, or your books, whatever you have. And then we'll come into our cat-cows. You're gonna stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. And then you'll just begin to move the spine. So you're dropping the belly, you're opening the heart, the shoulders are rolling back here. You're finding a little bit of back bend. And then exhale as you press the earth away. Rounding the spine, dropping the head, dropping the tailbone. Inhale as you rock forward, you're opening the heart, cow pose. Exhale as you press the earth away. Connecting your movement with your breath here. So inhale as you rock forward. Exhale as you press the earth away. And then maybe you even find intuitive movements. You can continue with these cat-cows. Inhale as you're rocking forward, and exhale as you're rocking into your angry cat. Or maybe you find some kidney squeezes, whatever the body's calling for. Learning to listen to our bodies and kind of just knowing and exploring, right? Just being able to tune into our bodies. Sometimes it's great to be able to close the eyes to kind of know what the body needs. Maybe you need to shake the head yes and no, just kind of figuring it out. We'll meet back in tabletop here. From here, we'll begin to extend the right leg back behind us, the left leg back behind us, and we'll breathe deep. Taking a few moments to bring the navel into the spine, where our shoulders are over the wrist, the heels are melting towards the back end of the mat. Not melting, they're pushing, right? They're really pressing back. You're rolling the inner thighs in towards each other and up towards the sky. You're lifting that area between the shoulder blades. I like to teach that high plank here. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, drop your knees, and then shift the shoulders forward a little, bend at the elbows, come all the way down to your belly. Take a moment here. We'll do a few cobras here. So your hands are by the low ribs, your elbows are tucked in, you'll untuck your toes, and then you'll peel the heart open, just opening the heart just a little bit. You're rolling your shoulders back and away from the ears. Take a deep inhale, exhale, surrender down. We'll do one more like that. Press into the tops of the feet, press into the hip points, roll your shoulders onto your back body, and lift up. Exhale, surrender down. We're gonna go into a different variation this time, trying to open our shoulders a little bit. We'll walk our hands to the outer edge of the mat. From here, we want our elbows on top of our wrist. We're trying to tense our fingertips
And then we'll lift up here. We'll be able to go a little bit higher in this variation. And you'll press into the hip points. You'll press into the tops of the feet. You'll breathe deep. Your heart is opening. And then exhale, drop that right shoulder down. You'll gaze over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, left shoulder dips down. Inhale up. Exhale right. Not taking it too far, right? Taking it to your level. Remembering that I'm just your guide, but you know what's best for your body. We'll do one more on each side. Inhale back through center, last time to the right. Back through center, lift up. Exhale, release down.
Your hands will come by your low ribs. You'll tuck your toes.
You'll either press straight to plank or through your tabletop. If you're coming through plank, you want to be a solid line. So just press up and then send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Breathe deeply here. We're going to find a couple of sun A's here. So sending the hips up and back. You'll take a deep inhale, cleansing exhale. Maybe you begin to walk this dog out first before we move into that sun A. Find your stillness. Gaze forward, hopper step to the top of the mat. Find a fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Roll your shoulders back as if you're in cow pose. Exhale, surrender down. Inhale, root to rise. Your arms will reach up overhead. Exhale, maybe find a little baby back bend. Inhale through center. Exhale, find your fold here. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into your plank. Your knees can come down, or maybe they hover. As you begin to shift forward, chaturanga, bending at the elbows, halfway down. Untuck your toes, straighten your arms, upward facing dog. The knees are lifted here. The shoulders are pressing away from the ears as you press into the hands. And then downward facing as you send the hips up and back. Breathe deep. Take a moment here. You'll bring the knees down. We're going to find a thread the needle here. So that left arm will reach up towards the sky. As you exhale, you'll bring that left shoulder to the earth. The left temple will come down to the earth. The right hand can stay by the face or it can walk out in front of you. You'll breathe here as we begin to find a little bit of softness between all of the sensation, right? We're flowing and then we're stretching. We're heating up and then we're cooling down. Yin yang, finding that balance. If you extended that right arm out in front of you, we'll bring it back to the face. Inhale, lengthen the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. Exhale, come into that thread the needle on this side. Right shoulder down, right temple down. And then again, that left hand can stay planted or it can walk out in front of you. Breathe deeply. Feeling the back of the shoulder begin to open. You're opening the shoulder blade. You're also opening that thoracic spine here. Can you begin to really breathe deep? Letting any noise around you just kind of drift away as you come into this present moment. One more deep inhale. Save for the exhale. Slowly walk that left hand back if you extend it out in front. Inhale, reach that right arm up overhead. Exhale, plant that hand down. We're going to come into dolphin pose. Our arms are going to be an L, right? Or sorry, number 11. So your forearms are parallel to one another. To find the width, you can find opposite elbows. Maybe I'll face this way for a moment. So your palms are down on the earth. You're welcome to take it forward, but we're going to find a little bit of movement, so it's kind of easier to have your hands planted. So this is your length. Forearms are long. Your shoulders are, or your elbows are underneath your wrist here. Shoulders, elbows at the half. Okay. Breathe deep. I know my body parts, I swear. Send the hips up and back. You can walk the feet in. It doesn't have to be a perfect dolphin pose here because we're going to find some dolphin push-ups. So send your hips up and back. You're trying to keep your elbows planted where they are. They have a tendency to go out to the side. So we're going to begin to shift forward. Our nose will come towards our thumbs and then send it back. We're just building some strength in the shoulders here. You could feel it in the triceps probably a little bit as well. Coming into our dolphin, sending it forward. We're not fully coming into a plank. We're in this kind of higher plank here with our butt up. This allows us to have a little bit more strengthening in our shoulders and our triceps, so breathe deeply. I swear we won't be here for too long, and I swear we'll find a nice little yin pose after this. 3 more. And then you'll come down onto your belly, so send your leg down in front of you, coming into Sphinx pose. Your shoulders are under or over your elbows, your hands are planted down to the earth, and you're sending your heart forward. You'll relax the shoulders away from the ears, untuck your toes and breathe deep. You're bringing the navel into the spine. Your hip points are on the earth, your toes are on the earth here. Take a moment. Recatch your breath. Allow the breath to be long and smooth. Breathe deeply. Three more deep breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale. One last one. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. You're coming into crocodile pose. Your elbows will come out to the side. Your hands will come underneath the forehead. You can bend the knees and windshield wiper them. And then we'll come back into our downward facing dog. So you'll bring your hands down by your side. You'll tuck your toes. You'll either press to tabletop or straight up into your plank. And then downward facing dog. Sending the hips up and back. Breathe deep. Inhale, right leg will reach back behind you. As you exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Windmill up to your warrior two. Front heel in line with back arch. You're reaching through both hands. And you're sinking into the hips. Maybe you close the eyes and really tune into the balance of this pose. As you're here, your feet are in line with one another. You're using all of the strength of the legs. Breathe deeply. Reverse your warrior, flip the front palm, reach up, keeping the bend in that front knee, right? You have that tendency to come out. Can you stay deep here? Allowing the sensation to rise. Knowing that you have the power in your legs. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, windmill down. Press back into your plank. Front foot meets the back foot. You can add a vinyasa here or just press to downward facing dog. If you're vinyasa in, you're shifting the shoulders forward. Bending the elbows halfway, rolling over the toes, straightening the arms, upward facing, downward facing. As you exhale, sending the hips up and back. Inhale, left leg reaches back behind you. Exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Inhale up, warrior two. Again, this time, front heel in line with back arch. You're sinking into that front thigh. Your arms are reaching to either direction, and you're breathing deeply. Closing the eyes, maybe feeling the fierceness of this pose. Feeling the balance, the sensation. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Breathe into the lengthening of that front side body here. Reach up. Keep that front knee bent. Breathe deep. And then exhale, windmill down. Press back into your plank. And then here, instead of doing a vinyasa, we're going to send our hips up and back to our downward facing dog. Take a moment here. We're going to come back to our dolphin plank, so our elbows are coming down to the earth. You'll walk the feet in just a tiny bit. And then we're going to go from here into our chaturanga. I know it sounds weird, right? So you're going to press into your hands, coming up into your plank. And then you'll shift forward, chaturanga. Lift up. Press up, back down into your dolphin. We'll just do a couple of those. Breathe deeply. Press up into your plank. Shift forward, chaturanga, press up. Back to downward facing dog, back to your dolphin. Press into your hands, shift forward plank, chaturanga, back up, downward facing, dolphin. You got this. Come forward, chaturanga, back up. Send the hips up and back, downward facing into dolphin. Press back into your downward facing dog. Hop or step the feet to a fold. I'm gonna turn this way. Find your fold here. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, find your fold. Inhale, reach, rise. Your arms will sweep up overhead. And then exhale, cactus the elbows. Finding a little back bend here. Just a tiny one. Sweep the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips. Press the knuckles down. And then find your fold here. And if you don't have a strap, and this is too much for you, you can find a shirt, a surf leash, whatever you have, to just open the front of the shoulders here. Breathing deeply. Connecting to your breath. Really opening up the shoulders. You want this pose to be kind of rejuvenating and soft, so you might need to bend your knees more. You might need to find that towel to bring between the hands. Relax your head, relax your jaw. Release the hands down to the earth. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root, rise. Your arms will sweep up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, find your fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into your plank. We're going to do some chaturanga push-ups. You don't need your knees on the ground, but for the sake of my breath, as I speak to you in these chaturangas, I'm going to bring my knees down. And then from here, you'll just shift the shoulders forward in front of the wrist a little bit. You'll bend at the elbows, and then you'll lift up. We'll do about 10 of these here. Exhale down, inhale up, down, keeping the elbows close to the rib cage here. You're always welcome to come down to your knees if you started without your knees. Just a few more here, breathe deep. Connect to your breath. One more. Send the hips up and back to your child's pose. Sweep the hands back behind you into this fetal position here. Embryo pose really opens up the fronts of the shoulders. Take a moment here. Breathe deep. You'll roll forward into your tabletop. You'll make your way onto your back. Final pose here. You'll hug the knees into your chest. You'll rock side to side. You'll send the knees over to the left. Your arms will go out to a T. I sometimes like to cactus my elbows. This gets a little bit more into the fronts of the shoulders, a little bit into the pecs and chest. But your arms can be out to a T or you can cactus. Allow both of the shoulders to be rested onto the earth. You're feeling decompression of the spine here. Gentle twist. Gentle massage of the organs. Take a few moments here. And then slowly come through center. Hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Drop the knees over to the right. Again, your hands can come to a T, or maybe you cactus. You allow both of your shoulders to rest on the earth. You're feeling the space that you're creating and
the back as you twist here. You can gaze opposite of the knees. Take your time here to just decompress. Not only the spine, but your mind here, right? As we begin to slow down this practice, can you slow down your thoughts? Beautiful work here. Slowly come back through center. Hug the knees into your chest. And then find your final resting pose, Shavasana. Extending the legs out long, arms down by your side, and just fully surrender. I'll guide you through a 5-breath Shavasana here, so just begin to relax your shoulders down, relax the legs, the glutes, the torso. Feeling the arms and the hands begin to release down. Feeling the space your body is taking up here. Feeling the space that you create in the heart as you breathe in. Feeling the breath as you breathe out, letting go. Take a deep inhale. Fill the body with prana, life force, energy. And then exhale, release any stagnant energy. Shavasana. Begin to invite movements in your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. Hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for making it to your practice. And then come up to seated. Thank you so much for joining me in the shoulder and tricep strengthening and opening sequence. I hope you enjoyed it. Namaste.